So starting off, I started therapy in 2020. I met with this therapist, and to be honest, the way that she did therapy just did not resonate with me. I thought it was a waste of time. I was wasting my money. I didn't like talking to her. I just didn't like it. And I didn't bother to go out and find another therapist. Fast forward to 2023, I had a baby and I went through postpartum, which was very different for me because that was my second child. My first child, I don't remember going through postpartum depression. Probably did, just didn't know what it was, but I didn't remember it. Finding out I had postpartum depression led me to do my own research, and I found my therapist through blackgirltherapy.com. I put in my specifications and I found my therapist. I started therapy April of 2023. And when we did our intake, I was much more open in talking about what brought me to therapy and what I thought made me postpartum, and that was childhood traumas. Like I just figured in my head everything else is perfect in my life if I can just deal with my mom issues, my mommy and my daddy issues, everything would be fine. Spoiler alert, that was not it. But so we did the intake, and it turned out that I was severely depressed. I was high functioning, severely depressed. And then I had anxiety with attachment, something else. I don't remember. I don't have the paper in front of me. But basically, I would have anxiety attacks with major change. I did not like being surprised. Everything needed to be, I needed to control everything. So if anything majorly changed, it would send me into a spiral. So after getting that diagnosis, I started talk therapy every week from April 2023. Fast forward to April 2024, I thought I talked enough that I can go down to bi-weekly. I thought I was fine. I thought I was good. I had my new house. I had my baby. I was married. I was about to go on vacation. Like I was partying, living it up, And I went to my therapist and I was like, yeah, so can we move it down to like bi-weekly? Cause like, I don't want to talk that much. And she was like, baby girl, no, actually, we're going to keep it at once a week. And also you need to go see a psychiatrist because it's not getting better. It's actually getting worse. And we think that now it's not just surface level. It is more so hormonal. So you may need to get on medication. So of course, I looked at her like she was goddamn dumb. It took about 3 weeks, 3 sessions for her to convince me to even talk to a psychiatrist. I got in to see a psychiatrist the beginning of May. And she confirmed, yeah, I think that you need, took the drugs and the drugs are working. I think you need to be on medication. So we started me on Wellbutrin, 150 milligrams once a day. I have detailed videos on my TikTok if you want to look those up, from the time that I started all the way up until now. And I was still going to my therapist once a week, and I was seeing my psychiatrist every 3 months. Well, that was May 2024. By the end of the summer, May 2024, I was getting a divorce. Something in me like opened up and I was like, wait a minute. Life is actually not good, and this is not how I want to live life. So something needs to change. So I was going through a divorce and I had to up my dosage because that pushed me into a deep spiral. But I just felt like I was drowning. Like nothing was going right. I was taking the medication. Like, why am I not happy? I was going to therapy. Like, why am I not happy? Like, why am I still going through the storm? Turns out that 2024 was a time for me to lay out all of the traumas, everything that I was burdened with. And 2025 was my action year. My therapist kind of calls it like that is when I really started to put in the work to implement the things that I wanted to change. And I did it. I was very secluded in 2025. I was very to myself in 2025, and I did not shy away from the storm. I'm going to call it the storm. Fast forward to now. I am happy to announce and very proud of myself to announce that I am finally able to go down to bi-weekly therapy sessions. Like, I literally don't have anything to talk about in therapy, and it's not that I don't want to talk, like I'm holding it back. We go through my week and I'm like, no, my week is actually, I had a bad day. I'm gonna tell you about my bad day. Like, I hate my job right now, but nothing has sent me into a spiral. Nothing has sent me into the depressive episodes. When I tell you I had depressive episodes for months at a time, I literally was living in the dark for weeks at a time, months at a time. And I am very happy to say that the work that I put in, the accountability that I held for myself and for others, the forgiveness that I gave myself and forgiveness that I gave to others has allowed me to be this version of myself. And I'm just so excited to see it through. I'm going to continue my medication. I'm going to continue my therapy. And hopefully one day I can actually graduate out of therapy, which is a possibility. People think that they have to be in therapy all their life, and that is not true. You can graduate out of therapy. I am looking to graduate out of therapy by 2027. And I wanted to tell you my story to encourage you that if you are on the fence of like whether you should try it or not, what is the worst that can happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, life can't get no worse. Especially if you try to help yourself, if you try to work on yourself, because you deserve to live a life that is wonderful, beautiful, joyful, peaceful, loving. You deserve that. Everyone deserves that. And I just encourage you to try it out for yourself.